Hey, this is Maurice Katz, and I am so excited. I've got a good friend that I'm going to introduce you to, but before I do that, I just want to let you know a little bit about myself. I've been in business for myself for quite some time, and I've been dabbling in the internet marketing world for several years, just trying to figure out what's the best to learn from, right? What's the best strategy, the best techniques out there. And it wasn't until I found a good friend of mine who is actually going to be doing the majority of the presentation tonight, sharing with you some amazing tricks, strategies, and techniques. But when he started sharing with me his strategies about SEO, his strategies with social media, how he thinks outside of the box compared to the way majority of marketers think, it was then that I realized, wow, I've got somebody that I really want to continue to stay in relationship with and to learn from. And him and I have taught each other back and forth about some cool different strategies and techniques. So without further ado, my name is Maurice Katz, and we are going to be doing a dynamic presentation. So if you're just joining with us, sit tight. Make sure you grab a pen and paper, take tons of notes, and I'm very excited and proud to present to you Mike Barnes, SEO aliens extraordinaire, and he is going to be doing the presentation tonight, sharing with you some amazing strategies on getting leads, making landing pages, and making money online. It's a simple way to do online marketing. Thanks so much, Mike, for joining with us.
Maurice, it's quite sincerely an honor to be on your show, to allow me to share what I have with your friends and followers. And just a little history on myself, just before I jump into this. I have a passion when it comes to online marketing. I've been doing this now, I mean, basically since Al Gore invented the internet, and I've had a professional sports background. I'm originally Canadian. I was born with ice skates on. And at 30 years old, 4 knee surgeries later, hitting several trees, I decided, it was time to get out of sports. And a really good friend of mine that was a millionaire with Pfizer said to me, Mike, if you can learn how to sell, you'll never be without a job. And at 30 years old, getting out of sports, I thought, hey, that's a pretty cool thing. And I did everything. I went from selling cars to knocking on doors, selling water treatment equipment. And I did that for 3 years. And both of those, I was top 10 in the country. And then, I mean, I have so many people to thank for where I am right now. I've had some great mentors, Mike Spear. I mean, just that's one to mention, but I've got hundreds. And I don't want to leave anybody out, but I had to mention Mike because he's probably one of my biggest. But then I started getting in the online industry, and my niche was real estate. I got in with real estate thanks to Dustin Griffin out of Atlanta, Georgia, and what I learned from him was amazing. And I had my own ideas about online marketing and what everybody has to do. And this is for anybody. I want to make sure that everybody understands this. If you want to make money online, I've tried everything. I've tried all the affiliate programs I can think of. I've tried everything. And what I've learned is not everything works. And what I'm going to share with you tonight is what I've learned that does work. And it's not just leads, landing pages, and making money online. It's about your personal reputation online, your personal presentation, and I'm going to help you as best I can to fit that into your niche, or even if you don't have a niche, I'll find one for you. How's that?
No, Mike, that is awesome, brother. And I just want people to know that I don't just bring anybody on a show that I do or a hangout. And I just want everyone to realize that if I've invited you to watch this, and I've invited Mike to do an amazing, powerful presentation, there's a reason behind it. And people don't understand the value of what people bring, other people bring to the table. But when I tell you that Mike Barnes with SEO Alien really knows what he's talking about when it comes to social media, SEO, and just internet marketing in general, it's his passion. I mean, it's really his passion. He's been doing it for quite some time, and it was amazing when I had a chance to meet you. I know we were working a company together, and we were doing some marketing with that company, and it just, I was so excited to really, I saw you speak in public, in person, at an event, and I'm like, man, you know, I could see us really working together and connecting on a more intimate basis than just, you know, just once in a while doing, you know, talking. I'm talking about like really doing business together and really sharing some really amazing strategies and techniques. So if you're on this hangout and you're watching this live or you're watching this replay, you just need to realize that you need to watch this thing to the end. I mean, Mike talks about giving away the keys to the kingdom when it comes to online marketing strategy. Well, let me tell you, this online marketing presentation that you're about to watch is going to really blow your mind when it opens up the ideas and what's possible on the internet. So I just want you to get mentally prepared for about what you're about to watch. I want you to get mentally ready and be excited. What is your expectation? I mean, you're spending the time to watch this. You need to have an expectation. I'm telling you, you can expect to see some things here that is going to revolutionize the way you market online forever. So thanks. With that, Mike, just continue, my friend.
I appreciate it a lot, Maurice. And what we're talking about tonight, folks, is really the essence of online marketing. If you haven't started yet, or you're a veteran, if I could count on one hand, or I can't count on one hand, how many times people tell you the money is in the lead? Okay, the money's in the list. Well, you have to create that list. And creating that list, to some degree, it's an art. But it's an art that is learned I've learned it over 15 years, and I'm going to do my best to share it with you tonight in just about 30 to 45 minutes. So what we're really talking about tonight is, it's kind of, you might say it's old-fashioned when you come to the internet. It's called squeeze pages or capture pages or landing pages. And what they're designed to do is to get that first contact, to get a telephone number, to get a name, to get an email, to get all three. Really, I'm going to show you ways tonight where you can get much more than that, and get to know your customer. The landing page and squeeze pages, people always ask me, what's the difference between a landing page and a squeeze page? Well, a squeeze page is typically going to have less information on it, where a landing page can be a little longer, where people scroll down the page and you have much more of a sales presentation. I'm going to talk a little bit about both of them tonight, so you can get an idea what they're both about. Now, what is important to learn about landing pages? I mean, I think the most important thing is you need to recognize that all successful marketers use these. You can't get online, you can't go anywhere without seeing landing pages or squeeze pages. And some of them are so well done, they're not even threatening. And that's the way you want it to be. You want to be hey, you know, my name's so-and-so, this is what I have, you know, and I'll talk a little bit about more what you have in a second. Now, if you plan to sell a product over the internet, you want to use a squeeze page too. I mean, and it's not just selling a product, Maurice. It's capturing emails. It's capturing a list of people. You might have something to sell in the future. A very good friend of mine, Shelley Blum, she's writing a book on her history and her sports. She is building a list that she's going to market to in the future. And she's doing a fantastic job at it. So it's not just something you have to sell today. Start building that list today if you're planning on selling something in the future. And the other thing is be focused on it. You want to convey a single action. So here's a squeeze page. And that's all it is. It's a capture page. And there's not any text to it other than list building secrets using Google Docs. And I'm going to talk about Google Docs a little bit more in just a few minutes. But that's all it is. And all I want is their name and email. Now, what's really cool about this page is when people enter their name and email, it does a pretty neat redirect where they get a message. And I'll show you that. But the other important thing I want to talk about before I get into that, and again, I'm going to re-emphasize this over and over again. These squeeze pages work because you're only focused on one thing. You want to focus the person that's watching or viewing that page, watching the video on that page, focus on one thing, and that is to get them, the visitor, to become a subscriber or a buyer. So be very focused on what you're doing on your squeeze pages. So there's a big picture here in creating a sales funnel with landing pages. And Maurice, I know you're doing this. I spent hours with you. With your landing pages or your capture pages, how many emails are you generating on a weekly level, a monthly level?
Yeah, I would say it's going really well. I mean, I've got several different capture pages that I have put together, but I'm really looking forward, Mike, to the capture pages that you have put together, and the user friendliness of that, because you showed me some of your capture pages, and I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. Because I think you're going to share certain templates with us tonight, correct?
That is correct, and it is all in the templates. I remember a long time ago somebody said to me, it's better not to have a web page if it's not professionally done. Well, it's sort of the same idea with your landing pages or your capture pages. If they don't have a professional, get you from the get-go at hello, professionalism to them, then you'd be better not having one. But I'm going to share with you ways tonight where you can have them and look professional in no time at all. So you have your landing page, and then you have your one-time offer. I have OTO in here. Another thing I often call these is your shameless bribe, okay? So in other words, you're going to give something away for free in exchange for their name and email. Now, do people put in an email they never use? I get some that say john.spam@gmail.com, you know, so I automatically know immediately that this person that subscribed, he's never going to read that email again. So there are people that are going to do that and try to get your information without putting a real email in, but who cares? Move on, get the next one, right? Okay, then what happens is when people put their name and email in, you're going to send them to a thank you. Thank you for downloading my product. And make that a really cool page. And then you can show in that download page you have more product than just the one they downloaded. You can have links to other ads, to other promotions, other affiliate programs that you're marketing on that thank you page. Maurice, are you taking advantage of that?
Yeah, no, I don't take advantage of that often. I mean, I get quite a few opt-ins where, you know, I get a couple hundred a month, but yeah, I've not taken advantage of back-end selling with ads. I do upselling. I have upsales funnels, but I don't have it where when they get on the thank you page, there's an opportunity to buy, you know, another product.
And again, it's not just about buying a product. You might send them to another free download and another free download. And what you're basically doing is you're funneling people in to what they want. And then you really get to understand what people want when you're presenting them with all these different products and they say, hey, I want this free download. And then you'll see a pattern where people go. And then at the end of that funnel, you basically sell your big end product. So understand this. Your landing page is really a step one. And when it comes to online marketing, it's a bunch of baby steps. You want people to click a link. You want people to click a checkbox. You'd like people to just get in light. Get in light, and then as they get in, you build in sales. It's you're building trust and you're building credibility. And people will follow you, some people won't. Some people will fall off. So what? Not everybody is going to like you. I understand that. But some people, you know, they're going to like what you have, and they're going to become a fan forever. And then all of a sudden, you're going to see a residual income starting coming in, what I call a passive online income. And it's all pretty much automated. The only thing you need to start with is your landing page. So here's kind of a sales funnel diagram. It's not just one landing page. If you just have one landing page, you're not doing enough. It's not going to generate enough traffic. You want to have I'm not sure how many I have up here, but you want to have literally as many as you can. I've had some internet marketers, I've heard some internet marketers say, create several different landing pages for the same product. You got to be really careful about duplicate content, because what I'm going to show you, I don't mess around with Google, okay? I don't have any tricks. I don't cheat Google. But I'm going to show you here in a few minutes where you can actually get these squeeze pages on the first page of Google, so people can find them that way too. That you can share them on social media. You want to make it the client's idea, your potential customer's idea, to click that link to go to those capture pages. And when they do, they get the autoresponder. Now the autoresponder, like I said, you're going to give them their product, okay, that they asked for, but then you also have some other ads or offers, and you funnel people in that way. And then once they funnel in there, you have a final offer. Now this is just a very small diagram. This can go on deeper, 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 as deep as you want it. But then it starts making money for you, because you have all these different ways that you can pull people into your program. So have the funnel's big at the top, make it wide open, and then funnel them in, funnel them in, funnel them in, and eventually you're going to start seeing an income from this. And what's really cool is how you can get other people to actually market this product for you so easily, as long as you're willing to share a little bit of the profit. This is totally recyclable, by the way, meaning once you got those names, once you have those emails, once you have those contacts, don't abuse those contacts by emailing them every day. There's some internet marketers that teach you just to, you know, send them 10 emails a day. That's not my way. I don't like that type of marketing. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but I'm really careful what I send my list. I want it to be important, and people tend to know that when I send an email, hey, it's important, I better read it, as opposed to just sending junk every day. Does that make sense to you, Maurice?
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Okay, so make it appealing and make it worthy for the people. And this is just a one-screen snapshot that I have from just one of my funnels, and this is for the last 30 days. And you'll see what happened is I sold one product, sold one product, sold one product, and down below I sold one product. That's 4 people, but I all funneled them into this product. So no matter what they purchased, they all bought that product, and it went directly to my PayPal account. And again, that's just one funnel. I have, and Maurice, you're well aware of this, I have a lot of funnels, and what happens is it all starts adding up. And you can literally, you know, what are your goals? Are your goals to make $85.77 a month? I can help you do that. If your goal is to make $8,577 a month, I'll teach you the techniques you know how to know how to make that. It really is how hard you want to work at it. But for a passive income of $85, that's, you know, $100 a month, that can pay your electric bill, that can pay your water bill. You know, I think it's a good way of making extra income online, even if your goals are just to make an extra $100 a month. Maurice?
That's right. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I think what happens, Mike, a lot of times is, you know, people are starting out in this industry and they, you know, they got a full-time job and they're working, they're busting their butt, waking up every morning, you know, going to work. They've got the wife, the child, so everything's going nuts, and they're saying, you know what, there's got to be more to life than me getting up and going to a job. So they say, you know what, I'm going to start internet marketing on the side, and so they'll start, but they don't know where to look. They don't know even how to begin. But a lot of them are saying, look, you know, if I can make an extra couple $100 a month to go ahead and pay the car payment, or to go ahead and prevent, you know, my mortgage from going, you know, losing my house, then man, this is worth it. And then what starts happening as a marketer, they start learning more. They start applying whatever's working and start throwing more fuel on the fire, if you will. And before you know it, they're starting to replace their full-time income. And so people like you and I, this is all we do. we don't have a job. You don't have a job. I don't have a job. We're online marketers because we make enough income through what we love to do, which is internet marketing, to sustain ourselves and pay the bills and live a life. And so that's what I think people's ultimate goal is. But wherever they're at, what we're showing you tonight and what you're seeing through this presentation is going to help you get there because of the techniques of how to do it. You're learning some valuable information.
Yeah, and you touched on a couple key points there, Maurice. The other one is, I mean, you have to start somewhere. If you just say, yeah, I'm going to do this one day, you have to start now. And the reason is because you're building your list today for tomorrow. So start somewhere, even if it's just baby steps. Just start, and that's the key. And then, like I showed that screen there, it's recyclable. You can keep reusing that list. John Good, who's, man, I'm blessed to have people that follow me like John does. He's been not only a friend, but a follower of mine for 7 years, maybe even 8. This program that I'm sharing with you, I shared with him first. I always, and I hope you can appreciate this, I just don't come out with a course and say, hey, you can do this, you can do this. No, without doing it, without proving that people can do it. So the program I'm going to share with you tonight, I sent to John Good, and this was his reply. He made, and this was like 2 days later, I made 7 ebooks using your squeeze page help. I also got other marketers that are promoting my products minutes after I did what you showed me. Thanks again for your help, John Good, Orlando, Florida. And John has Best Hot Sauce. I think it's besthotsauce.com. But he's also got a self-defense website. And what he's doing is he's using this system, again, to funnel people into his product. So you got to look at the big picture here. No matter what product you have, you want to make that opening funnel huge. Okay, and funnel people in, and the more stuff you have out there, the more ways people can find you. Here's an example of this is a landing page, a squeeze page. It's kind of a crossbred, but basically, you write your headline here. And what's so cool about this is when you have these templates, and you have a WYSIWYG editor, what you see is what you get, an HTML editor. You can just upload these templates into your HTML editor without even knowing HTML. Okay, you can write fascinating, spectacular capture pages for whatever product or niche you're trying to promote. And here's the cool thing about this, Maurice. Let's say you're watching this webinar and you're like, well, I don't have a product. Great. This is probably best because I'm going to give you product that you can promote, and whatever niche you want, whatever type of followers that you have on social media, we're going to create that funnel wide, and we're going to pull them in to whatever product you want to eventually promote or sell to these people. It might be tickets to an event, whatever. You can do anything with this. This is a real successful squeeze page. A lot of the pros are using as well. You put a video at the top, and the video plays. And then they scroll down the page as the video is playing, and they read the bullet points that you have. And this one here is just as simple as putting in your name and email. Now, if you have a PayPal account, and this is key, okay? You really do need to have a PayPal account for any of this to work. There's sites you can sign into that use PayPal to pay you. So as long as you have a PayPal with a PayPal email, your money goes directly into your PayPal account. Now, what I'm going to share with you tonight is not oh my goodness, I have to wait 90 days to get my money, because Maurice, you're familiar with those affiliate programs where it's like 90 days before you get paid?
Yeah, because sometimes that's how the affiliate people work, right? They've got to build a whole bunch of money, and then they charge and they wait 90 days or something. Yeah, we don't want to work with that kind of program, for sure not.
I hate that. The other thing is I have a 30-day money-back guarantee, because that's just the way most businesses do it. So I always offer a 30-day. Anybody that signs up through me through this webinar, that's a friend of Maurice's or a friend of mine, if I know you and I'm going to know you're legit, then I'm going to give you instant commission. So if anybody buys anything, you get instant commission. And I'm going to share with you exactly how to do that. It's so darn simple. This is that squeeze page I was sharing with you earlier that I have on the Alien, and it's that's all it is. It's a picture I created. I can give you the link to where I did that, and then enter your name and email. I want free access. Well, what's going on here is I'm just basically giving people a teaser to list building secrets using Google Docs, which is incredible. It's still new, and I think there's lots to explore with Google if you're not using Google Drive. There's so much there. But watch this. After people put their name and email in here, Maurice, the screen changes. It's a redirect. You know, message sent. Check your email. And that's just, I think it's cool. What do you think? Do you think that's cool?
Yeah, yeah, I think that's awesome. And then you send them an autoresponder message, right?
I do send them an auto, and that's the thing that's so important that for everybody to really understand about this. Let's say it took you, and I'm going to exaggerate. Let's say it took you 7 days, and you worked 3 hours a day to get one page done. If you do it correctly, it's going to be on Google forever. And the amount of leads that you generate from it, they come in. Sometimes you're going to get, there'll be 3 or 4 days that go by that you don't get a lead, but all of a sudden the next day you get 7. You know, and then you look at it over 30 days, you look at it over 60 days, 90 days, 180 days. That list is just growing, growing, growing. So that 7 days that it took you to learn how to do this will represent a lifetime online that you can continue to capture emails from these people. Did I explain that correctly, Maurice? Did I miss anything on that?
No, no, that makes sense. I mean, look, at the end of the day, people spend hours to go to school and years, and when you're able to build a page that is helping convert whatever offer you have, it doesn't matter what product, what service, whatever you're marketing. I mean, you could be in any industry, right? As long as you've got a compelling page and you put it together, that's a simple, easy to do formula, step by step, right? You create that page, and then you can get that page to the top of Google, and it could sit up there for years and years and years and produce evergreen leads coming in on autopilot. You know, you do the work once and you get leads for life. I mean, that's powerful.
That's something a mentor told me a long time ago, is do it once and duplicate it as many times as possible. Get it out to as many people as you can. And that's basically what we're doing here. And the autoresponder you spoke about earlier, when it comes to email marketing today, I really believe less is better. Simple text, a link, just make it as simple as possible. And that's all I'm going to teach you. I don't want to overcomplicate this. I want to make it simple. And I'm the best example of it. Maurice, I get emails, hundreds of emails a day. And if I open it up and I have to download images and I have to do this, because most of my email I read on my mobile phone. And if it's not, number one, mobile friendly, number two, it's not easy to read, you know what, I ignore it. What is your feeling on that?
Yeah, I ignore it. Or you ever save the email because you want to go back to it, and then you get another 200 emails and another 500 emails, and you never ever go back to it?
Well, no, I have those emails saved, but some of them are 5 years old, and you're right. I've never gone back to them. You're exactly right, and I think everybody, you know, that's using a cell phone or a smartphone, understand what we're saying there. It's just I just go through there and just click delete, 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 or mark as read, mark as read, mark as read. But here's what I'm trying to share with you here is make it simple. Keep it simple, and that's what I teach. Now, this email that you're seeing came through Gmail. So with Gmail, because they own YouTube, includes the direct link to the YouTube video, which is super sweet. And that's one thing. And Maurice, I've been teaching, sharing. I think I've been begging you to do more with Google, and we've been spending a lot of time on Google Plus. But man, that is such a powerful way to create a following is on Google Plus, and plus they're Google. I mean, you love it or hate it, they're Google. So if they say eat asparagus for breakfast, eat asparagus for breakfast. And everything I'm doing here to create my followers, to create my funnel, to capture emails, I'm not spending any money on it because I'm using Google Drive, meaning I'm not using Instant Contact or MailChimp or any of these email programs that, number one, brand themselves at the bottom of every one of those emails. I hate that. But it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it's excellent for just sending autoresponders and building a list. Because if you ever get to a point where you've got 500, 600, 800 followers, hopefully you're doing this good enough where you're making enough money so that you can pay for a email program if you wanted to do that. But I'm saying you don't have to. For what I'm sharing with you here, you log into Google Plus at the top of the page, you'll see Drive. Well, in Drive, they have a place called Forms. And there's so many things you can do with forms. This is an actual page. If you go to the SEO-alien.com, my contact page is using Google Forms. And I'm going to show you why in a minute. It's so easy to do. And the other thing you can do with Google Forms is you can create surveys. You can ask your customers any question they want. Hey, yada yada, do you feel this way? Do you feel that way? And it takes you literally 5 minutes to do this. And when you post it on Google Plus, the actual form is right there. So I don't want to narrow it down to any niche here. Just think like an umbrella and keep it open here. This is limitless on how you can use this. And then what I do at the bottom of my surveys, and Maurice, I did show you the actual results of this, I believe, and 8 out of 10 people, when I showed you this, 8 out of 10, 80% of the people put in their email.
Yeah, that's powerful. I mean, here you are, you're surveying them, so now you know what they like, what they don't like, and then 80% of them are willing to give you their email address to go ahead and send them more surveys so that you can give them what they really want. That's great.
Yeah, and if I'm not giving them what I really want, what you're doing, and this is so important to understand, Maurice, is if you're not giving people what they want, ask them why. You know, and the way you do that is by just creating a simple form, saying, hey, you know, what's your interest? What's your interest? And then you can target your interests that way and funnel people in. And the more you do it, your first one that you do is going to be the most difficult. It just gets easier and easier and easier after that. And what Google Docs will do, Google Drive, when they create a form, is it puts everybody's name and email, what you're asking for, into a database. So you get to save everybody's name and email. Now, if you ever chose in the future, okay, to go to a paid email provider, well, you can import this list. You just save it as a CVS and import it, and you're good to go. But what this is exceptionally good for is when you need to create an autoresponder that just goes out to people. You don't want to spend, you know, $50 a month, $40 a month to have this type of service. You can do it with Google Drive. Now, in addition to an autoresponder, you have to have something that people want to buy. And there's whatever, I don't care what your niche is, I can find you a product that your followers would be interested in. Whether it's selling a book in Shelley's case, whether it's water treatment, whatever it is, there's product out there that's already prepared for you that you can give away to people for a free download, or use it and sell it for $9.95. You have 100% resale rights on these products. And I think that's one of the best kept secrets when it comes to online marketing. And Maurice, I just introduced that to you a couple of weeks ago. How much do you still understand all of it, or should I give you a personal phone call to get you going here?
Yeah, no, it's powerful because I think when you've got that much variety, because like there's products that I personally like to market, right? And so I love the fact that you have all these products that I have all the reseller rights to do whatever I want with them. If I want to put them in as a bonus to saying, listen, you give me, you put in your best email address now, I'll send you this free ebook, I'll send you this audio, whatever the case may be. That's valuable. So between the forms for the surveys, between having all these products to either give away or market or sell, it was pretty powerful when you showed that to me.
And Maurice, it's so simple.
Yeah.
Anybody can do this. I mean, this is available online. I've taken years of trial and error and frustration and just this will work, and I've tried everything when it comes to online marketing. And understand my true income is not from marketing online. It's from doing what I'm doing for customers. So I have a lot of customers from wide walks of life, from self-storage to real estate to you name it. And I've been doing their social media, and I've been doing their search engine optimization for them. That's how I started my business. But what I've been dabbling in the entire time is, hey, how do you make a passive income by doing nothing? Well, you can't. You can't. You have to do something, and then you can kind of let it do itself, and it's there forever. And that's how you create a passive income. And then once you start getting, I call it SEO juice, okay? Once you start drinking the juice, you want more, you want more, you want more. And the more you get out there, the more money you make. And you're not happy with just one anymore. You're going to see results, and you're going to go, oh, I need another one. I need another one. I need another one. I need another one. And that is why it's so important to do it before you do anything, is to get quality landing pages or to get quality squeeze pages. I showed you this one earlier. This is the one with the video at the top with just enter your name and email. You can also sell product on these. Here's one of my favorites. I use this on a lot. It's a template, so I just go in and I just replace right here your slogan or headline. I replace that with my slogan or headline. Now, there is a little bit of talent to that. I'm not going to mislead you there. It's not just as simply as, hey, download my product. Okay, there's a lot more to it than that. And hang on, because I'll share a little bit more with you. Another one of my favorites is this one, because you can add a product image and you can add a video. That sign up now button, once you know how to do this, and once again, the first one is the hardest. After that, they get easier and easier. You can replace the sign up button. And this is another one on the top right, which is real simple. Sign up for free, or replace it with a product that you're selling. But at first, I'd like to see you just start promoting other product that's out there and making a little bit of residual from the product that's already available. And then, hey, you're going to see how it works, and you're going to go, hey, I want 100% profit. Well, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, here's the elephant in the room for some of the internet marketers. Maurice, how many times have you heard from gurus online that Google hates squeeze pages and doesn't index them?
Yeah, they always say that they don't like the squeeze pages. They don't like marketing pages. They just like content that's, just pure content, whether it's an article or a video. But squeeze pages, they say, just doesn't ranks in Google, especially not on the first page or anything.
Well, I'll tell you what, a really good friend of mine, and actually I've learned a lot from him in the real estate industry where I first got started, was a friend of mine named Duncan Weirman. And the reason I found this article was because I actually got one of my squeeze pages above him in the search engines for a very similar search phrase that you would find him on. He wrote in 2010, squeeze pages are dead. And I have so much respect for Duncan. I'm not knocking him here. I know his intentions were good, but that was the common conception amongst most internet marketers, is that these landing pages do not get indexed by Google. If you've heard that, and Duncan, I hope you're listening, there's nothing further than the truth. If you do that, I don't cheat Google. Maurice, you know that, right?
Yeah, yeah, you're all about white hat. I remember when I met you, and people were coming up to you saying, "Hey, man, have you saw this automated system? Have you saw this link building system? And you said, listen, don't show me any, black hat. Black hat meaning like, you're trying to trick Google and trying to scam Google so that you can get to the top. And you know what? A lot of marketers think that they don't want to wait supposedly 6 months to get ranked, so they'll do something to try to trick Google to rank in a month, but then they end up hurting themselves in the long run. So you, Mike, were always from the day I met you against black hat, against automated SEO strategies and automated link building strategies and automated social media. You were like, listen, you want to do it the way Google wants you to do it.
And it's a lot easier that way. It's just like I said earlier, it's Google. Do what they tell you. Don't fight them. And you know what? It's so simple. If you do things correctly with Google, they give you respect in return. When you start doing things that are black hat or against the rules, cheating the system, man, when they find you, they're going to slap you so hard you might as well buy a new domain name. You might even want to move to another planet. Okay? I think in the future you're going to be born with a Gmail address. It's just like, wow, the way things are going. Who knows? But I want to point this out to you. I'm not going to share the key phrase with you on this one, but what I will share with you is the key phrase I use has 46,300,000 possible results. And whenever you're doing internet marketing, what you want to look for is, if you capture a key phrase, you want to make sure that there's lots of other advertising around it. That is excellent. When you get something on the top of Google and there's advertising, paid advertising, there's a lot of people competing for that key phrase. That squeeze page is #1 on Google with all that marketing around it. Okay, I'm going to give you, just so you know, and I hate giving away my key phrases because competitors try to fight for those, but I don't care about this one. Go ahead. Challenge me. How to create squeeze pages that earn cash. Maurice, there's all the advertising. There's 32,600,000 results. My squeeze page is #1 on Google. So now, this is not done 8 years ago. This was done in the last 2 weeks. Some of it older. But I have to ask you, with this evidence, does Google hate squeeze pages or capture pages?
No, I mean that is remarkable. I mean, if people watching this, I don't know, if they've been in internet marketing for a while, they're right now falling off their chair. I hope they're sitting down. If they haven't been in internet marketing for a while and they don't understand the magnitude of the ability to get a page to the, first of all, to get any page to the #1 spot is remarkable, but to get the squeeze page, which everyone says you can't get, out of 32 million search results, I mean, that's phenomenal. And Mike, it's just, every time I see it, it's just very impressive myself. I'm impressed by it. That's why I'm so glad I have you on this hangout, especially for all the people that are my friends that are watching it.
And Maurice, I have to be honest with you. What keeps me going in my adrenaline is still today when I do this, and I do the techniques that you have to do this, and I see it #1 on Google. I'm the first one to celebrate. I mean, it's just so cool when you see what you've done on the first page of Google for the key phrase that you're trying to get to. I have on one of my member sites, I have a little saying that says SEO is addictive. If you use more than you use to brush your teeth, then contact the Poison Control Center immediately, because it is addictive stuff and it's fun. Once you start doing it, you go, oh my goodness, look at this. I'm #1 on Google for this key phrase. You want to do more. You want to do more. You want to do more. And again, I go back to what I said earlier about it's the effort you put into it. If you want to spend an hour a week doing this, great. Then in about 6 months, 3 months, you'll get results. If you spend 10 hours a week doing this, your results get quicker and more often. But you need to start somewhere, and that's what I'm sharing with you tonight. So there's the squeeze page. There's not a lot of text on there. That by the way, I'll go back here. How to create squeeze pages that earn cash. Maurice, that's all that's on that page.
Wow. I mean, most people, you would think you'd have to have 500-word, article with tons of pictures in there and all kinds of backlinks and all that stuff. And for you to get that page, which is a squeeze page, on the first page, on the first spot, I mean, that right there is just money in the bank. That right there is just leads that are coming in every day, because if you're in the #1 spot, you're getting hits every single day to that squeeze page. And if the squeeze page is compelling enough, if the content is valuable, you know what? You're going to make money. It's just money in the bank.
The other thing too is, Maurice, is if it was so simple, everybody would be doing it, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Well, I show it to you, and I show you I'm #1 on, for a couple different squeeze pages, and to let you know, I do not have a squeeze page that I have created that is not on the first page of Google for the key phrase I wanted it to be on. But I'm doing some things the way Google wants you to do. There's certain steps you have to take, and if you take any shortcuts, Google won't index that page. Google will read this and go, no, it's a squeeze page. I'm not going to index it. Of course. However, if you politely ask Google to index this page, they will.
That's what we need to figure out, right? That's what people need to figure out. How do you politely ask Google, right? And that's what's so cool about what your strategies are.
Well, you talked earlier about giving away the keys to the kingdom. That's exactly what I'm going to do. But before we go there, let me recap. In order to really make this work for you, there's some fundamentals, and I base this on my experience, the experience of my fellow online marketers, observing them, watching what they're doing. You have to understand the psychology of landing pages, because there's definite psychology that goes into this. Okay, now am I saying you have to be a psychologist? No. But you do need to learn the basics of the psychology of landing pages. You also really should have a understanding of the sales funnel process. This is the key right here. You're talking about giving away the keys to the kingdom, Maurice. If you can get this, you've got it. Okay? And then you become the expert in your field. The next thing is, you have to have that professional image, that high impact when people land on your page. It can't be cheaply done. People will move away immediately. You need to have it up to date, spectacular. So you need to have what I would call high converting squeeze pages, and these can range. By the way, I'm just going to let you know. You'll see squeeze pages anywhere from $9 to a little under $50 for a really good squeeze page, and then you can go in and you can edit it. But more important than just having a good squeeze page is you have to have that squeeze page indexed by Google. And I will challenge anybody. If you want me to get a squeeze page on Google for a 4 or 5 word key phrase, I'll do it. Challenge me. And Maurice, would you challenge me?
No, you'll get it.
But I'll do it. and I've done it live, and I'm not afraid of doing it. I have the techniques and the way that Google wants you to do it. Okay, now you have that big picture. Well, what about the system to capture emails and send out autoresponders? Well, especially if you're just starting out, I'm going to give you a way you can do this, that you can do it yourself, create your own list, and later in the future, again, if you want to upgrade to one of these big email marketing people, then go ahead and do it. But I don't know why you would want to, because you can basically do everything with this system that I'm gonna share with you. And the other thing is, you have to have products to funnel people in. You can't keep selling your same stuff over and over and over and over. All right, so like I said earlier, open that umbrella. Think outside the box a little bit and think of all the ways that you can funnel people into your product. Whether you have a product right now or you're still trying to find a niche, I'll help you do that. But you have to have products. So, Maurice, what if I could show you a simple way to get hundreds of product that you could sell for 100% of the profit? Would you like that?
Of course.
Instead of just selling the same thing over and over and over, I'll give you access to hundreds of products within your niche that you can sell. And then what if I gave you 4 of my best converting squeeze pages, the ones that I know are working? You can edit them, you can call them your own. I'll even teach you how to do it. Would that be okay? Would you like that?
Yeah, that's friggin' awesome.
I know you have a couple, but you don't have these.
I know. I'm actually looking forward to editing some of those.
So simple. What if I could show you again a simple way to get hundreds of other marketers to market your product for you? You just have to be willing to give up a small share of the profits. In other words, I can't put them all. I had to shrink this down just to get this many people. But at the very top of this page, it says your affiliates. This goes down, 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 down. I currently have affiliates from all over the world that are promoting my products. I want to teach you how to do that. And that's the key. I mean, I don't care if you're in air conditioning filters or if you're in real estate or hot sauce. You can get people from all over the planet, okay, to promote your product for you. And you set the what you pay to affiliates. You set the percentage. I took this screenshot earlier today, probably around 11 o'clock. 44 clicks, 42 visitors, 2 sales. They were both affiliate sales. I couldn't have done this by myself. Spent $2 to my affiliates. And this is daily. This is coming in daily. Some days are better than others, but you have to get your product out there. And Maurice, again, what if I showed you step by step how to create, install, and get your own squeeze pages to be ranked by Google? Well, I have that training. I've already created it. It's done. Any updates to it, anything that changes, I'm going to make sure that the people that sign up for this, they're the first to know about it. This is what I do on a daily basis, and I know you have other things to do. I'll give you the information when you need it. But I'm also going to give you it's 55 minutes, but again, like I said earlier, spend 55 minutes, learn how to do it, and it's there for life. It's on the top of Google. You need to be able to capture emails. You need to be able to send out autoresponders. Google is incredible. You just need to jump onto Google Docs, learn how to do this. But I'm gonna decrease the learning curve, if you will. I'll give you exactly how to do this with list building secrets for newbies, using Google Forms to create email capture pages and autoresponders. I'll give it to you. It's yours. I'm also going to give you Essential Guide to Sales Funnels, so you really understand how this works, how to create your own sales funnel. Landing Pages 101, because after the sales funnel, understanding that, well, now we need to create landing pages. So I'm going to give you landing pages 101, which is for newbies and even veterans. I just think it's good for everybody. Okay? But here's the key too. I'm just not going to give you these products and not provide you with support. So what if I gave you all the support you needed? I want to take away all the excuses. I want to help you earn income online. And you might be going, how much? Maurice, how much do you think this product retails for?
Well, I know and this is the truth here that I'm going to be sharing right now. I've been on a lot of different webinars over the years, and I've spent. There's sometimes they're like, listen, it's going to be $4.99 for all this, or it's going to be $1.99, $199. I've spent, and this is straight up, I've spent $1,999. They kept it under the $2,000 mark. I've spent $2,000 on an internet marketing, program or course that I really didn't learn much from. And for me to see anything that's under $100 to learn what you're sharing, anything that's around $100, man, you're getting a steal on it. And so I would think, in the marketplace, this is worth probably at least $97 for everything, plus the support. The fact that you can learn how to get the landing pages up to the top of Google, that's very valuable information, because who's teaching that, right? Who's teaching? It's one thing to create the landing page; it's another thing to do. But if nobody sees it, and nobody knows it exists, then that's not that valuable. So for me, it's the combination of everything that you're offering here.
Well, I added it all up, and I think you know me well enough that I can say this and get away with it. I like to under-promise and over-deliver.
Okay.
And I added up everything that I'm providing in this course, and if you were to go out and buy all those products separately, it adds up to $111.95, and with the support, it's $24.95.
And that's not including all those hundreds of products that someone would get. That's not including that, though, right? Because those products all cost money if you were to buy those each individually.
You have access to those products that you have 100% retail rights to, so you have them. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'm opening the door here, literally, and I love the way you said giving away the keys of the kingdom, and you stole it from me, I'm sure, because that's what I'm doing. But Maurice, I'm not doing it for $111.95. I want to help everybody.
Okay.
I want you to make money online, and I don't want you to spend $1,995 doing it. I don't want you to spend $111.95 and $24.95 a month. I would really want you to become one of my students, learn from me. I want, in return, testimonials, praise, everything that comes along with it. And I'm going to offer you this entire product with the support for $27. That's not $27 a month. That is a one-time $27. I'm also going to give you my personal 30-day money-back guarantee. In other words, in 30 days, if you contact me and say, Mike, this product's not working for me, all I want you to tell me is why, and I'll give you 100% refund on your product, no question asked. Because if it's not working for you, I need to know why, because I'll fix it for the next person. I am so confident in that. Now, I can only offer support for the first 20 people that sign up. I hope everybody understands that. And if it gets to the point where I have to make a personal phone call with you, Maurice, will I do that?
Yeah, you have done that quite often. And I try to tell you, sometimes it's crazy how much time you've done. You did that for some other people that I know personally, and even myself when you didn't have to. So yeah, you do that. And
like I said, it's my passion. I want you to succeed. So if you're serious about making money online, I'm going to be serious about showing you how. Okay, I will show you how you can capture emails, sell product, have money deposited directly to your PayPal account, and also show you how you can have hundreds of other online marketers that are promoting your product for you. Sound too good to be true? It's not. It really works. All right, if you go to bit.ly squeeze pages special, that's bit.ly squeeze pages special, you can download it for $27. You'll have everything you need to get started, money back guarantee for 30 days. I'm also going to throw in a bonus. Now, I said earlier, for the first 20 people that signed up, let's put it this way. If you're watching this video and you wonder, hey, is 20 people signed up yet? If you email me after you sign up at info@seo-alien.com, that's info, I-N-F-O, at seo-alien.com, and say, hey, Mike, I just signed up through Maurice Katz video. If you don't say the word Maurice Katz, you don't get it. But I'm going to give you support included in this product as long as you email me and say Maurice Katz sent me here. How about that, Maurice?
Wow, that is awesome, dude. And like I said in the beginning of this, I didn't send this out to and let you come on here just for argument's sake. I don't have anyone usually come on here, and the fact that I'm doing this with you is because I know that you deliver. I'm doing this with you because I know what the information you share is far more valuable than what anybody could ever spend for it. And when for $27 one time, I mean, that's a joke. I mean, people spend that on more money on gas and what for their car. What's that going to do for them? You know, they spend more money on a meal in the restaurant, and they're not even going to get anything in comparison to what you just shared with on this particular webinar. And I just want to share this for the people that are still watching on the page that you're on. All you need to do is also, if you wanted to, refresh the page, and there's a button that appeared below this video, and you can click that button and also get it through that button. So if you want, whatever page you're watching this on the mauricecast.com/live-training, and you refresh that page, you can go ahead. There's a buy button that appeared, and you can get this right now. And that's all because of Mike. I mean, he would charge a lot more, but because you people that I know, and he's really hooking it up. So I appreciate you doing that, Mike.
Yeah, and if you did just refresh your page, you can go to the video and click the live button and jump right back in here again. But yeah, Maurice, I'm doing this because I genuinely want to help people make money online, which is what we're doing, marketing online and doing it in a professional way. And there's another reason too, is because, man, there's no greater success than your success. And I'm giving you everything that I know, and I want to be there for you every step of the way. Just to jump back to that Alien Hangout, by the way, the ones that we do, anybody that signs up, this is going to be a private hangout just for the people that sign up through this video. So I'm not going to share any of this information to the public. This will be private just for you. So anytime something changes, anytime there's an update, I want to be there and let you know about it. So get started now, bit.ly/squeeze page special, all lowercase, and you can get started for a ridiculous $27 one time. I'm also including my 30-day money-back guarantee. In fact, if you can't, for whatever reason, make this work, if you have a challenge with it, I'm there to help you. That's the most important thing, is I want to make sure you're successful. If you're not, I want you to have your money back. In fact, I'm so confident here that you will not only make money and capture more leads than ever before using the system that I'm providing for you. I'd also like to invite you to be an affiliate for this product. And the only people on this particular product that I'm going to approve to be an affiliate have to use it. I want you to believe in it. I want you to use it. I want you to see how it works, because your passion will spread like wildfire. It's not like you're just promoting anything. It's promoting something that helped you, and your passion translates. Well, I'm going to show you how you can become an affiliate for this product, and in return, I want to make sure that you earn 50%. So every time you sell this product, after you use it, believe in it, I'm going to share with you how you can promote it, become an affiliate, and make 50% doing it. See, it's not all about the money for me, it's about the money for you. I want you to learn, I want you to start making money. So get started now, bit.ly/squeeze page special, all lowercase. And we'll get you started right away, and you'll have links on there for support as well. If you have any questions, always email me at info@seo-alien.com. And Maurice, thank you again so much for giving me the opportunity to share this with everybody, and I'm really excited and looking forward to everybody's positive results on this.
Mike, thank you so much also, my friend, and I appreciate you always deliver value, you always over-deliver, and you're not called the SEO alien for nothing. The fact that you can get pretty much anything to the top of Google, I think it's worth anybody learning what you have in your head, especially learning how to get squeeze pages to the top of Google, because I know that a lot of marketers are utilizing squeeze pages to market their products, to market their businesses, and with the information that you have in this course will absolutely help them to get on the top of Google. And I just want to thank you for sharing those things, because you could, hey, at the end of the day, you could keep it to yourself. I mean, you don't have to share how you get first place on Google. But the fact that you do, I just want to personally thank you for doing that. I really
and John Good just commented below the video. He says, I have one page for the keyword the safety soldier, which I believe is one of his self-defense products. 109 million possible search results, and he has a #1 result. He's commented right there. And listen, I'm not paying John to endorse me. He's taken my courses. He hasn't spent very much money with me. I wish he would spend more. John, buy this course, darn it, because they're going to teach so much more. I'm going to teach you so much more than what you know already. But thank you, John, for the testimonial there. That's fantastic. But that's it. I mean, and John could probably also post in here that if he ever has a question with me, he posts it on my Facebook group. He posts it in my forum. And if I'm not replying back to him in 24 hours or less, he's thinking, you know, he's calling the police department to see if there's an accident. I'm always there. I'll do my very best to give you hands-on instruction to do this. It's only $27. What are you waiting for? Come on.
Get started, guys. Go ahead, get that. Go to bit.ly/squeeze page special. Go ahead and do that. Get that $25. You have nothing to lose. There's 30-day money-back guarantee. I mean, and to be able to learn the information that's inside the course, I would never have shared this, and I would never have allowed Mike to put this video together with me on a Hangout if I didn't truly believe that this is going to be information that's going to change your business and help you make more money online. Thanks again for joining with us tonight. My name is Maurice Katz with Mike Barnes, the SEOalien.com and MauriceKatz.com, saying good night, and we'll see you again on the next live Google Hangout. And make sure that you get started so that you can get all the training, all the access to himself and myself as soon as possible, so you can transform your business and your life. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.